I thank the gentleman for yielding. Chair, and I recognize the gentleman from Georgia, Mr. McCormick.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It's great to see you again. First of all, congratulations for a well-served career for a Fleet Command Master Chief, just phenomenal. That steely stare just kind of gives me flashbacks of when I was on the drill field, just wondering what the next fate was going to be. But I got a coin for you in the fine military tradition. When we get done with this, I'd love you to accept it. Admiral, when I was out there with your command recently, you gave the best brief I've ever gotten. Literally, I just thought phenomenal overview of that, the importance of that region, 70% of the world's wealth going through that for trade, 70% of the world's population, a bunch of military forces. Really excited about what you bring to the future vision of the military. I'm really, what a great visionary you are, and I'm looking forward to working with you two, General, in that really important region. I'm sure we'd love to turn in our ties for a flight suit or an M4 and go out there and be on the pointy end of the spear, but yet here we sit, determining the fate of the world as we seek it. I'm curious right now with what's going on in North Korea, and I'd let either one of you can speak on this. The instability that region right now, and seeing what their government's doing with their former government, their current government, and the importance of somebody we fought alongside of, not just in Korea, but in Vietnam and other regions, what they can bring to the table still, and can we count on them in this regional conflict?
Thank you for the question, sir, and I appreciate it sincerely that I can just share with you what I'm seeing there in Korea right now. Their system works. That's the first and foremost thing I would want everyone to know, is that the Korean system works. We'll have an election soon. We'll have a new president. Our commander-in-chief recently made a call to the acting president of the Republic of Korea, and our military relationships are absolutely sound and solid. We most recently exercised in large scale during Freedom Shield, one of our largest exercises, which includes the Republic of Korea's government as part of the exercise. We had some 4,000 Marines in the KTO exercising live, virtual, constructive, some 51 separate events that went on there. I believe that the situation we find ourselves in right now is one where we're going to continue to increase our capacity. There was talk earlier of investments being made. I'm very pleased with the investments that are being made by the Republic of Korea military writ large across their joint force, and I'm especially excited about the opportunities that we have to collaborate in a combined fashion to produce effects on the Korean Peninsula.
Fantastic. Yeah. As a guy who spent several tours over there with the ROK Marines, knowing their motto, Pilsung, which means, must win, victory. They only have one objective. They only have one battlefield, one enemy, and if they lose, they're all dead. So I hope they resonate around that message and understanding their mission and their importance to us in that regional conflict. There's been a lot of questions, Mr. No, about the tariffs and the impact of the relationships between our country. I'm going to ask you to agree with something I'm about to state, because you say, this is not really my field, and they've said, but you got to bring it back to the Secretary of Defense, make sure he understands. One thing that we all understand as military guys who've seen what everybody understands around the world is strength. Doesn't matter if you're Asian, doesn't matter if you're Arab, it doesn't matter if you're African, it doesn't matter if you're Latino. Everybody understands strength. And I think if we come from a position of strength, the results are obvious. What I've seen with the tariffs is now, for the first time in my lifetime, 0-0 tariffs reciprocating from Japan, Vietnam, Cambodia, Israel, India, the entire European Union, and more to follow. 50 countries come to the table saying 0-0. Could we ask for a better result in tariff negotiations that puts in a position of strength? Because everybody understands fairness, and there's nothing more fair than a 0-0 tariff. And it's more beneficial to the United States because we've been at a disadvantage all this in time. And I think it puts us in a position where people understand strength and fairness, as well as anybody, and especially in the Indo-Pacific region, where people understand the Bushido. They understand strength, they understand fairness, they understand honor. And I think it puts us in a very good position. If you have any comment on that.
Congressman, of course, the President emphasizes needing to negotiate from a position of strength, and that's something Secretary Hegseth strongly believes in as well.
I think that pretty much sums it up, and I'm out of time at this point. But once again, To the Commanding Master Chief, congratulations on a well-deserved career ending, and we look forward to fine things in the afterlife. Semper Fi.